herself, Lolita. Passive. Lolita now no longer has to stay out of combat to gain a shield. After the revamp, the Numenon Energy Core grants a shield to Lolita and nearby allies at regular intervals. First skill. The animation and visual effects of Lolita's first skill has been optimized, and it can now be used during her second skill to adjust her positioning without interrupting it, making her more agile in fights. Second skill. Lolita's second skill has been fully revamped. The new shield will now reflect projectiles instead of just blocking them. The shield will break after taking a certain amount of damage. Ultimate. After the revamp, Lolita can stun enemies using her ultimate without charging to full, giving her the ability to apply a quick stun. Passive. Numenon Energy Core. At regular intervals, the Numenon Energy Core grants a shield to Lolita and nearby allies. First skill. Power Charge. Lolita dashes in the target direction and enhances her next basic attack to stun the target and deal physical damage. Second skill. Guardian's Reflection. Lolita raises her shield and reflects all incoming ranged basic attacks and projectiles back in the direction of the shield. The shield will break after taking a certain amount of damage. Ultimate. Numenon Blast. Lolita charges her hammer while slowing enemies in a fan-shaped area, and then slams it down. The longer the charge time, the higher the damage, and the longer the stun duration. In the laning phase, use Lolita's first skill, an enhanced basic attack to stun the enemy, then use her second skill to reflect ranged attacks. In teamfights, use Lolita's second skill to reflect ranged attacks, followed by her first skill to charge into the enemy's midst. Then use her enhanced basic attack to stun the target and deal damage. Follow up with her ultimate for more damage and CC, and finish off the enemy with your team. Lolita is a powerful hero that can both attack and defend. Her second skill can reflect all types of projectiles, and her ultimate can slow, stun, and damage enemies. Lolita's passive makes her an excellent team-oriented tank. Upgrade Lolita's first skill at level 1 and continue to prioritize upgrading it as her main source of damage. Lolita's second skill can reflect most projectiles, and she can use her first skill to reposition and send more projectiles back at the enemy. Lolita can use Flicker during her ultimate to adjust her positioning and catch more enemies. Thunderbelt is Lolita's core piece of equipment that synergizes with the enhanced basic attacks from her first skill. Build Oracle in the mid-game to enhance the shields from her passive. We recommend this emblem setup for Lolita to enhance her defense. Firmness and tenacity will improve her physical and magic defense, while focusing mark will boost her team's damage. This setup makes Lolita a better tank and maximizes her team's effectiveness. We recommend the Flicker battle spell for Lolita because it makes her a more agile tank. We also recommend Vengeance to allow her to tank even more damage. Lolita's shield makes her strong against heroes who rely on projectiles and range skills, such as Kimmy and Cyclops.
Killing spree!
Lolita is countered by melee heroes with high burst damage like Ling and Paquito.
Legendary!
Due to her powerful defensive and CC abilities, Lolita is great at protecting marksmen like Hanabi and Layla.
Shut down! Double kill! Triple kill!
In the laning phase, Lolita can use her first skill and enhanced basic attack to poke enemies, and use her second skill to negate damage from enemies.
An enemy has been slain!
Lolita's ultimate can be very strong in the late game when used at the right time.
Double kill! Triple kill!
Or from a bush for a big ambush.
Godlike!
Factor in the immense utility of her second skill, and Lolita holds a very important position in teamfights.